Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and we map out their key support and resistance areas on their charts. It's very important to know these areas before you buy any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance, it's one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy into it or sell. And also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options trading, this is definitely the channel for you because you are definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance. Just want to let you know I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. And also, I provided a link in the description for Webull. You could use that, start an account, and get 2 free stocks right off the bat. I also provided a link for Robinhood. You could use that and start an account to get 1 free stock. And just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation, leave a comment below and I'll try to get to your recommendation. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and have your notification buttons on so you don't miss out on any new content here. Alright, so let's get into the market today. Today is May 28th. 2021. It is the last trading day before a long weekend for Memorial Day. The market will be closed on Monday. So let's look at what the markets are doing today. You can see here the S&P 500 is up 0.39%. The Dow is up 0.41%. And the NASDAQ is up the most here, 0.58%. So a pretty good day in the markets here. You could see in the morning everything came out pretty flat. And everything basically dipped down a little bit around 10:30, and it's been on an uptrend ever since. So pretty good day in the markets here. Let's take a look at the stock I wanted to go over today. I'm going to do an update on BNGO, Bionano Genomics. I've done a couple videos in the past on this stock, so if you want to go back and take a look at it, I will provide a link in the upper right-hand corner. You should see that right now, and you could go back, check out those videos. Alright, so let's see what they're doing today. Today they are currently trading at $6.14. They're down 7 cents on the day, which is the equivalent of about 1.24% at the time of this recording. On the week, they are actually having a pretty good week. They're up almost 9% this week. On the month, they are still down a little over 9%, and in the past 3 months, they're down about 38% off of their highs, okay? Or not even off of their highs. They're down just 38% here. And in the past year, they're still up over 1,000%. Okay, so you've had really good returns on this stock in the past year if you got in around this area at about 50 cents. But, you've lost a lot of value from the all-time highs of $15.69 here that we hit on February 16th of 2021. So if you don't know what Bionano Genomics does, they are a life sciences instrument company which focuses on genome analysis space. The firm engages in the development and marketing of their Sapphire system, which is a platform for ultra-sensitive and ultra-specific structural variation detection. Their headquarters is in San Diego, California. They were founded in 2003. They have 147 employees, and their CEO is Robert Holmlin. Okay, so let's take a look at their chart here. You can see we did hit that 52-week high of $15.69. Back in February, but ever since then, the correction happened and we've lost a lot of value in this stock here. It dropped all the way to a low of $4.41 on May 15th. So earlier this month, we dropped to that low, but since then we've been recovering and we're looking pretty good on the chart right now for a nice breakout, and I'll tell you why in a second. So I just want to go over some key support and resistance areas. Going forward from this point, we are going to run into resistance around the $7.50 mark. We're also going to have resistance around $9.66 here. You can see these 2 blue lines are going to be our key resistance areas. You can see here around April when we hit this bottom at this support around $5.20. We tried to recover back up from that, but we got stopped out around that $7.60 area right here where I have this blue line. So we couldn't break through there. And also, we tried to recover from the March lows right here. We thought we had a double bottom right around this area, around $6, around $6.90 to $7. We made a recovery all the way back up to $9.66, but that's where we got stopped out right here. So those are going to be two key areas going forward of resistance where we're going to run into a lot of selling pressure here. So I'll be watching those areas if we do continue this breakout to the upside that we've been having. Now looking at our chart here, you can see I have my downtrend line here marked in red. We've been on this trend ever since February, okay? So about 3 months we've been in this sharp downtrend here, and I have my uptrend here marked in the green, and that's going back to December of last year when this thing started to break out. And, we've been still on this uptrend ever since December of last year when it broke out from about 50 cents here and made a run all the way up to $15.69 there. So we're still on this pretty nice uptrend. Like I said, it's been up over 1,000% in the past year. So we're still moving upwards here. But let's see here. When we made this low right here, you have this gap down here right below this area right here where we looks like we bottomed out at earlier this month. So this gap is sitting between $3.47 and $3.91. So that's going to act as support going forward. You could see here our 200-day moving average is following my green line, and we had a nice bounce off of that 200-day moving average earlier this month, and that's what saved this stock from going down and filling this gap in here, because if it fell below that 200-day moving average, we would have been looking at coming down to this area, filling this gap, and looking for our next support down here. But it did bounce nicely off of that. You could see we've recovered back above our 21-day moving average and our 30-day moving average. And that's a very important level right here, this 30-day moving average marked here in the green line that's following my sharp downtrend line in the red, because you could see my red line follows closely with my 30-day moving average, and that was acting as strong resistance for these past 3 months here since February. And we finally broke out of that. We finally got above this 30-day moving average right here in the green, and we are trading above that right now. And the next resistance we are looking at is going to be this 50-day moving average, which is sitting at $6.48. So you can see we're kind of right in the middle of our 30-day and our 50-day moving average. We haven't quite gotten up to there yet, to the 50-day moving average, to see if it's going to get rejected from there or break through. So I'll be looking at next week as a huge week for this stock going forward, because we're probably going to get to these levels where we're going to test this 50-day moving average. And if we could get above there, I think there's no stopping this stock as it continues its uptrend, around this $70 or $7.58 mark, or this $9.66 mark right here. So it's going to be very important next week and the week after possibly, to watch this stock. I'm going to be looking for one strong day like we did right here where we broke our 21-day moving average and our 30-day, and we held above there so far. So I'm going to be looking for maybe a nice day next week where we have, over a 5% gain possibly to get above this and push right through there and hold above that level right there, that 50-day moving average, to continue the strength moving forward to push this thing up to around this $7.58 area. So I'm just going to switch over to our weekly chart here, see what we could find here. And you can see we're confirmed right here, breaking out of this downtrend, this red line, and we are currently above our 30-day moving average on our weekly chart. So that's also a good sign. And you can see, we opened this week above our downtrend, and it looks like we are going to close above that trend line. And we haven't closed above this red trend line here. And it looks like, let's count the weeks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 weeks it's been since we've closed the week above this trend line right here. So this is huge for this stock also. We're going to close the week out looking like we're going to be in a new uptrend here. And we are finally broken out of this downtrend line that we've been in for 13 weeks. So that's also very good. Going back to our daily chart here, you can see, we've been above this trend line here for 3 days now, and it's still holding strong. And we haven't done that since February. So, you could see it's gotten up to this point right here at this area here, at the end of April. But we did fall back down below there, okay? We got rejected around this area, strong resistance along this trend line here. And, we've been consolidating right around it this past week here. And we finally broke through it this week. So I just want to go to our 4-hour chart, see what we can see there. And you could see here, on the 4-hour chart, we're above all moving averages on there. So that's very important also, showing a lot of strength moving forward. And you can see our 200-day moving average on our 4-hour chart is sitting up here, around $8.11. So if we can get above that 50-day moving average on the daily chart, this is going to be our next point of resistance also. If we get above this $7.58 mark, we're going to be looking at this 200-day moving average also on the 4-hour chart to get up to there and maybe get above that level also. And if we are to get above that level on this 4-hour chart, if we do break through this 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart, there's really no stopping this stock except for around the $9.66 area where our next resistance comes into play. So that's going to be very important also, is looking, at this 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart and this next resistance point. If we could break through this 50-day moving average on the daily chart. So those are just a couple things I'll be looking for in the next week. Again, looking for this thing to break through that 50-day moving average before we could move up to this resistance, the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart, which is right around here, and possibly make a move back up to around this $10 area here. And then I'll make another video if we get to this area right in here, or if we get around that 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. So that's just a little quick update on BNGO I wanted to show you guys and look for next week. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your update or your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos or updates. And we will see you next time on Chart Stoppers.